name's Robert Alleyne. I'm the founder of the Dog Owners Club. In this video, I want to talk about one of my pet hates, one of the things that, like many of you I suspect, really winds me up. And it's when you're walking with your dog, minding your own business, suddenly the strange dog appears and is leaping all over your dog and somebody shouts, "It's all right, he's just being friendly, it's all right, he just wants to say hello." Meanwhile, your dog is getting set upon and the owner makes no attempt to control their dog because as far as they're concerned, he's friendly. Your dog might be on the lead, it might be a puppy, it might be nervous, but they've brought their dog to kind of be free. So when he starts hassling you, their justification is, well, he's friendly, so it shouldn't matter what he's doing. And I think this is a mistake. I think to say that sets some poor owner up to be besieged by your dog, basically because you don't have any control over it. And I draw the comparison, you're walking through the park, you're a young, attractive woman, I decide I like the look of you, so I run over, grab you, wrestle you to the floor, and I justify it by saying, it's all right, I'm friendly. I don't suppose many of you are going to go, oh, go on then, knock yourself out. You're going to be appalled, you're going to call the police. But this is what we ask to happen with our dog, that it shouldn't matter what my dog's mood, temperament or feelings are. As long as your dog thinks it's okay to jump all over my dog, I'm supposed to put up with it, and so is my dog. And then you hear often people, when my dog decides he doesn't like it and has a go at your dog, you then go, that dog should be on a lead, that dog should be wearing a muzzle, that dog's a nuisance. And it's just because he didn't like what your dog was doing. And I think this is really unfair. We should all have responsibility for our own dogs. The law says a dog must be under control in a public place. And if your dog is just running from dog to dog to dog to dog, it is not under control. A few years ago, I dealt with a legal case where a perfectly friendly beagle ran over to a very, very aggressive Staffordshire Bull Terrier who was on a lead. The Staffy attacked the beagle and savaged it very badly. And actually, the owner of the Staffy took the dog walker who was in possession of the beagle to court and said her dog wasn't under control, and she was found guilty. Although it was the Staffy who did the fighting, the reason the fight occurred was because of the lack of control over the beagle. And she admitted in court the dog was 50 yards away. And the judge said that dog clearly was not under your control. So even the law isn't on your side. If your dog is charging around out of control, then you are the one who potentially can find yourself liable. But for me, aside from the legal issue, there's a whole moral one here. I want to take my dog, or you want to take your dog, whoever wants to take their dog to a public place and ideally spend some time with their dog. That's why they went there. I didn't go there with my dog, or they go there with their dog, to entertain your dog. That's your responsibility. So when you take your dog to the park, if you can't control it, if you can't call it back reliably when you let it off the lead, then don't let it off the lead until you can. And certainly, if it runs over to somebody else's dog and the other person's dog doesn't like it, don't blame them. It's not their fault. They didn't call your dog over. They didn't invite it to come and say hello. You let your dog do that. So if your dog runs over there and something bad happens as a result, you should apologize and say, I'm sorry for inflicting my dog on you and your dog. And if you see a dog on a lead, it's on a lead for a reason. It might be because it doesn't recall. It might be because it's aggressive. It might be because it's really fearful. It might be that it scavenges. But somebody is sacrificing the whole of the park just for you and your dog and everybody else. They say, I'm going to keep my dog on this lead so that I have control over him and the rest of the park belongs to you. So respect that and don't say, no, I actually want that little bit that your lead encompasses as well. I want to have the whole park. Have enough respect to say, okay, if they're prepared to sacrifice the rest to me, I'm at least going to give them peace within that area. So if you see a dog on a lead, have the respect to call your dog away, to put it on a lead if you can't control it until you've passed that person. But certainly don't have a go at them if their dog then behaves badly because of yours. It's really selfish. I think it's really quite inconsiderate, and I'm certainly absolutely intolerant of it. So although my dog is totally non-hostile, he's friendly with everybody, I still don't expect that he should have to be jumped on by your dog, have his toys taken away by your dog, be pulled about by your dog. So in the park, I immediately say, excuse me, can you call your dog away, please? And if you say to me, it's all right, he's friendly, I'm going to say, I don't care. I didn't ask you to call him because of his temperament. I asked you to call him because he's not behaving appropriately with my dog. What my dog learns then is he doesn't have to be aggressive. He doesn't have to turn on this other dog because he can rely on me to protect him. And that's got to be one of the most important things for your dog to learn. So please have, the strength of will and the forthrightness to say, I'm going to protect my dog. I'm not going to wait for him to have to defend himself. That's my job. And I would like everybody to be confident and comfortable enough to say, excuse me, can you get hold of your dog, please? Can you take your dog away, please? Can you put your dog on the lead? And if enough of us said this, rather than just quietly fuming, more people might be tempted to take more responsibility for their dog. But my dog's defense starts with me, and the same should be true with you. So please be confident and comfortable enough to ask people to control their dog, rather than you having a go at your dog to stop him behaving badly to the dog that's behaving badly to him. Okay, that concludes this video. If you like it, please click like. If you'd like to subscribe so you can get future videos, please subscribe and then press the little bell button next to it, and then when future ones come up, you'll be informed. Thank you.